Why did you and your former best friend stop being friends? After 15 years of friendship, he told me he was a pedophile. We had just spent the weekend together with another, now ex-friend, of ours. It was shortly after the COVID restrictions had lifted, so maybe 2022, 2023, something like that. The idea of the weekend was a basic dude's weekend. We were to just chill, smoke some weed, BS, catch up, and maybe be able to actually talk about some of the shit we were all going through. Well, long story short, we ended up leaving before anything really deep was talked about. That is, until we were driving home. You see, our friend lived about 4 hours away, so we just drove up to their house together. On the way back, my then best friend dropped the bombshell that he was a pedo. The thing is, I knew at that time that he had been babysitting for one of his exes. Up until then, I had thought the situation a little weird, but thought he and his ex's at the time husband was just in a throuple, but didn't want to let people know. Man, how I wish that was the case. Anyway, I knew he had been babysitting for this family for about 5 years at that point for free. As we drove and he explained, and I just sat there listening, he told me he was in love with the, at that time, 9-year-old girl. Surprise, surprise, he drops me off and asks that I do not tell anyone. The moment I step into my place, my partner, now ex, for a whole other reason, knew something was up and I simply broke down. So lost completely in despair of not really knowing what to do, how to process what I had heard, any of it. It did take a day or two with the assistance of my partner's supervisor. She was in her practicum for becoming a therapy. She's pretty freaking amazing, making it very clear that no matter what, we had to call DHS. So we did. I couldn't get a single word out at first, so my ex did it for me until I was able to gather my strength and tell them everything I could remember. To keep this as short as I can, an investigation occurred, and because I was the one that called, I was told I couldn't speak to anyone about any of what was happening. So I stepped away from my group of friends, and for several years lost all of them. It wasn't that they all believed what the pedo told them. Well, some did, look to the previously mentioned ex-friend. They simply did not want part of any of it, for it was clear to them all there was something happening. Eventually, I learned that the pedo told several people that I had just kind of lost my mind, and that my ex was manipulating me. The investigation came back empty. Life kind of went on for about a year. Then we found out from the mother of the little girl that he had been arrested and was going through court for abusing that poor little girl. I saw each and every charge the piece of shit got slapped with. I truly cannot believe, still to this day, that I called him my best friend. He had abused that girl for years. Years. He is now in prison and will be until we are about 70 years old. But I hope he fucking dies a miserable fucking death in there.